There we
Almost.
are.
Almost. 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 There we are.
Good
Good show.
God damn, I remember
British people are funny.
What's up? Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Summoner Blue. We're here today. That's it.
Good night, everyone.
We're here today, unlike last week, playing some Furter. I still look at the stream boss and wonder to myself if it will ever go away. I don't think it will.
Did it
But
break?
you know, it's fine. It's fine being right there where it is. We can just have that we can just have that look right there. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Guys,
Yeah.
you want to know what the only thing I had to put into game today is?
What's that?
A dragon.
Hey, you found a thing.
I don't know if this is something that Jake you think would be all right for Deceit, but it was basically the same theming that I had going on with the other ones, where it had like the like yellowish like thing in the middle of it, and you know it's a big old boy. And you had said that you wanted whenever I talked to you about dragon stuff, you said you had wanted like it to be somewhat long but still kind of a European dragon. Whenever
Yeah,
we
that's
talk.
pretty accurate.
Okay. He's alright. Also, he has that big old mouth, so he can look like he's smiling.
What that mouth do though?
Nothing. He doesn't need to eat. So I guess.
he gonna eat
Show.
people with it. I mean, to be honest, it ain't gonna do much anymore, except for like tear people up, because he don't need to eat. But you know, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. We've done it. Everything is the done. So Nightshade.
Hey,
See what's going on over here. See what's going on over here with your boy.
yeah, I see.
We'll get into that in a bit. We'll get into that in a second.
Fuck you. I think I know what's gonna happen, and I don't like it.
What do you mean, man?
I have a feeling you're gonna take these away from me.
Well, you see, what had happened last game, at the very end of it, was you had to leave, and that's understandable. But
Sorry, guys.
whenever we had defeated the boss, which was shortly after you had to leave, I knew that what you wanted to do, so I literally just had while everything is collapsing around, and while everyone is fleeing the scene, Quince just ran further in toward the dragons.
To Wilhelm's response was, "Fuck him, we're leaving."
Yeah, that's fine. I gotta see the Twitch chat now. Now I'm curious to see what everybody's saying.
Mm-hmm. With all of that, guys, I'm a little bit sore throat today. I'm gonna try to keep up doing all the things that I've been doing, as far as chatting and talking and all that good stuff. You know, basically talking nonstop for 3 to 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours sometimes. I'm gonna try. It might get rough near the end. We may either at that point take a break for myself, so that I can get things better, or if it gets too bad, we may end things a little early. But hopefully we won't have to do that. But this game is going to be mostly wrap up for a bunch of things, since you guys have done quite a bit since your last kind of break. You did the entire mission for the council as well as this other mission for the council. So we'll try to wrap things up. We'll try to get you guys your levels. We'll try to see how things go on with that, and that's basically what we have planned for the day. Not to mention the stuff that Deceit has to tell you guys, and things we have to go over with you guys with other people. So because of that, who wants to throw themselves at my mercy and explain what happened last game? Whoever volunteers and does a good job will get not 1, but 2 inspiration. There's a caveat to this. The second inspiration you have to give to someone else, but you get to choose. So who wants to be the sacrifice?
Shit, I wish I could do
All right,
it. but I
Quince, let's
can't.
see here. You want?
I know. I wish I could, but I
Quick,
don't know what
give-
happened.
no. Nightshade, give a recap. Go.
He's the one person that doesn't have to do this.
Do it anyway. Go. Let's see what you. Let's see the ending you make up.
Who wants to do it? Noticing a Squeaky is on mute. Not sure if that means she's here or not.
Okay, look.
Yeah.
Once upon a time,
Oh God.
there lived in a cult that worshipped a dead dragon because it told them to.
Not inaccurate.
This occult had a pretty sweet home that was consistently drowned literally every day. And that made things a little difficult for us to do what we wanted to do. But you know, when we did do what we wanted to do, we did it anyways. Because that's what we do. So henceforth, the band of brothers and sisters who went to go and take away the beautiful items inside of that house. That wasn't really a house, it was actually a room. We took them all. Because we're we, and because I'm me, nobody could stop thee from beating everyone in this room. I did like 3 slashes and brought one person down from up to not.
It's true.
She got really butthurt and decided to say, fuck this place. So we fucked the hell out of there. We might have fucked as well. I don't know. What I do know is the dead dragon wasn't actually dead. Because we made it undead. And by that, in concession, made us not dead. So, to summarize what happened, Quince may or may not have died. We didn't actually see except for ending cutscenes to which our characters may or may not have seen. But we do know that he is not dead. The dragon is dead, but not dead. But might be dead still. We don't know. All we know is we survived. And I have a lot of really cool things now.
It's a very, very broad one, but I'll give you that. I'll give you 1 inspiration, Landon. Who do you want the second one to go to?
Fuck. I'm gonna choose pink.
Okay.
Oh, neat.
Here you go, Squeaky. You have a land inspiration
I
now.
had to look over a few people.
Wait, why do I have a land? Why is it specifically a land inspiration?
You're welcome.
Because Landon gave it to you.
Well, okay, Landon. Anytime you really need an inspiration to do something, you better really fucking convince me.
Oh no, you
And
can
I'm
use it for
sorry.
yourself.
Oh.
You're welcome.
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't think this ship's going anywhere anytime soon, Landon. I'm
No,
sorry.
No, you can use it for yourself.
But will it give me god powers?
Who knows?
Don't you already have that?
You have to try
will
it
it
out, I
improve
guess.
on them? Okay, fine.
But yes, now that the recap has happened and nothing else has to happen before we start the game,
Did it just get really quiet?
Yeah, did
Yeah.
this get
Yeah.
okay? I
And
thought it was
nothing
me.
else has to happen before we start the game.
What has? Oh yeah, fucking roll.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
roll the
Oh,
dice.
that's right. Wow.
God damn.
Ah!
It's spin. Oh
Two.
fuck.
There you go, man.
Hooray.
We still haven't
Everything's
figured
all
out like
hunky-dory.
what to say, like if twos are good or bad or like what or
The
fucking-
higher it is, the worse it is.
The higher the is, the higher the percentage of fuck.
Okay, so there's
Yeah.
there's like hardly a chance of fuck now.
There's a 10% chance of fuck.
Okay, I mean it's still like a 10% chance, but you know I'd take those odds. With that being said, everyone, you were rescued from the depths of the ocean by this humongous bone dragon named the Great Dragon of Deceit. He has given you guys a task, basically to open the prison that you guys now have and save the person inside who has seemingly lost their time. If you are to do that, then everything will be fine. He will save you, things of that nature, blah 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 blah. You might learn some stuff about the royal family, and you know, you won't die because you signed a geis, and if you fail that, you'll probably lose all your magic. So you know, try your best. Do your best. Do your best to figure that out. As things go on, he brought you out. He asked for this woman to be given to him. He still has this woman in his hand. And at
Alright,
the
I've
end
got
of that
everything I
last
want
game,
later.
huh?
No, I was joking. I said 2 women. I've got everything I want later.
And at the end of everything last time, you guys got that. Mission from him. He seemed like he may have some more information on some of the things you guys have, and flying out from the destroyed spire, 2 undead drakes carrying with them Fiona and a very queasy and throw-uppy looking Quince.
Totally worth it.
Came flying out of the sky, landing over beside where you guys are is where he is what he is doing at the moment, as they kind of are looking up toward the gigantic dragon and seemingly cowering.
That's cool.
You know that they're blind, so they can't see him, but they seem to feel him.
To see so much fucking massive that people tremble when they're even blind.
Aw, who made the babies?
You can have them.
They're just so precious.
Look at them. They're trying to be alive.
Oh, I would love them.
Quince,
Yeah, take them. We can't take them.
Quince, you get let down off of the thing. You lay on the ground for a moment, just like not feeling great at all. But then almost immediately you feel your energy return as you get back up. You're still a little woozy, but you're up.
Okay, I'm fine.
Oh, thank goodness.
Quince,
I
there's a
wasn't sure I was-
gigantic fucking bone dragon.
Oh, hello.
We
By the
found
way,
its mommy.
gigantic fucking bone dragon. Fuck that guy.
Ew.
You
I
can,
mean,
you
I'd
can
rather
tell just by looking and feeling this guy. That is a dragon slayer. Why do those exist? Fuck that thing.
Huh.
I can only surmise in so many words. Ew.
I want to punch it in the face. I
That's
don't know
their
why.
mommy.
You don't know that.
You don't know that I'm wrong.
How could you? Why would you
Think
doubt
about it,
that?
Quince.
I don't
That's
know
a
that.
bone dragon. Those are bone dragons. Why would it not be its mommy?
Because you're trying
Because
to make me get rid of
bones
'em.
can't make other bones, Fiona says.
Maybe it
What do you
was
think?
alive.
I can do that. I mean, I'm this one's grandmommy, points at the girl in hand.
Are you really gonna tell that thing it can't?
I mean, yes. To prove you wrong.
Why are you so obsessed with these 2 walking carcasses?
Because
You could have died. You would have died. We left.
I think. Aren't you gonna just get us more in trouble? We already have another illegal thing in our house anyway.
they remind me of me.
No, they don't. Are you a skeletal thingy?
They have life. They didn't want life. They were dead. I have magic. I didn't want magic.
I'm
Now I have
dead.
I'm
They're-
dead.
We have that much in common. I can't leave them behind.
And what about Cotton? And Yeeg? You can't just take everything home because you want it, Quince.
Everything has a place. No matter how no matter how cute or not cute, everything has a
Unnatural.
place.
Not to mention, these things could have just dropped us off in the ocean, but they didn't do it. They obviously have some kind of autonomy.
Hard
They
to
wanted
tell.
to, Quince let them go, and they obviously wanted to save him. I don't know. I still think we should just, like, I don't know, get rid of him.
It's not even our property to take. Technically, it's still the church's. And by
Yeah,
proxy,
and-
he points to the big dragon.
That is true. And if we also asked, well, Mr. F, you don't care, do you?
Av has been basically like, he doesn't have his sunglasses on, and you guys can tell his eyes are just closed. This has been like this for a while.
He is
As he
actually
is
here.
just literally doing his absolute best to pretend like nothing is happening around him.
That's a smart man. He knows how to not do his job.
I gotta close the Twitch chat.
He refuses to answer any questions directed at him as long as there is still a gigantic bone dragon in front of him.
Can I take that too?
We actually need him.
Oh, darn it. That would have been funny.
I'm sure
How long you could keep his eyes closed. Can I just, like, drop him from 400 feet? Do you need him alive?
Yes.
We do need him alive. He gave us a job.
Deceit,
darn it.
from what you can tell, even you saying that to him, he still just has his eyes closed and is just looking off into the distance. You know he can hear you.
If I don't see it, it's not in front of me.
If I don't see it, I'm not
Listen,
liable.
if any of this broke him, I'd be less impressed with his ability to not acknowledge
Okay, back to game time. All right. I don't know how we're supposed to carry those two things with us without arousing suspicion.
Yeah,
'Cause just letting two dragon skeletons fly around is not exactly subtle either. Ugh.
Besides, if they were dead before them, shouldn't they go back to being dead? Don't they live in ceaseless agony?
You know, I don't know that.
I don't know, actually. Are you in pain? Deceit?
Why would I be in pain?
What about them?
Deceit,
I'm
you have
nervous.
Deceit. Why would you be in pain? You don't even have any nerves.
Exactly. Why would I be in pain? I don't even have nerves.
I
You're
guess
not
I'm
even
like-
sure how you're talking, to be honest.
Magic is fantastic.
I have a question. Shit. Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze. Shut up. How are these dragons react? I'm gonna call them dragons until otherwise.
Right now, they just look like they are cowering in front of the other dragon.
Okay, so this really can't count as a. This really can't. I need a controlled experiment.
They are legit just like on like they have lowered themselves to the absolute lowest they can go. They are like tiny. They are like a big dog in front of a bigger dog.
Okay, so I can't really
The
test
biggest.
this out. I'll have to wait till it's gone.
We'll see.
I mean, well, actually, I have lost all genitalia. I am an it now.
I'm not talking about
Genitalia?
It's
a dick.
yeah,
Oh, a dick. Okay.
yeah.
Ah, Chin Chin.
What?
What? I'm
That's what you
Japanese.
said.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Christian.
He's Japanese, man.
What?
Didn't you guys know I was Japanese?
Yeah, chin chin means penis in Japanese. You learned something new today, Black.
What the fuck?
Not by the hair on my
Wait, for
chinny
real? You
chin
didn't know
chin.
that? Dude, Filthy Frank's main antagonist is Chin Chin.
Yeah.
You never decided to look up what that meant?
No, I just thought it was
Guys
just.
killed Anthony.
I just thought it was just some dumb random shit.
Nope. Ochinchi means
No.
Ochinchi means penis.
What do you think? Oh, Chin Chin and Daisuke. What do you think that means?
That's so random weeb. I don't know,
Ever?
man.
If you ever heard that from, oh my god, please tell me. What that means.
What the fuck?
Oh my god,
Yep.
chat. I can't see you right now, but I'm sure it's. What do you think of?
Oh no, they knew.
No. No. What do you think of Breaking Anthony?
I mean,
It's not every day. I mean, it's
No.
every other day, but it's not every day.
It's like once a week.
mhm.
I need to go back and watch Filthy Frank with this new knowledge.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
But with that new knowledge, there's a few things you guys have to think about as far as things are concerned here. Yes, the dragons are one of them. Quince coming up with some sort of idea to either convince the party to keep them or to get something out of them by giving them up is probably something you need to start thinking about. The rest of you deciding whether or not to hand over the mistress or not is one thing you can think about. You also have a bunch of items that had to do with dragons and things that were made by certain dragons and things of that nature on you that you can ask this thing about. There are several things you guys can do while Deceit is still here. He does not look like he is going to leave for a bit, though, unless you guys, again, give him over, like, the mistress or whatever. But that is up to you guys. You guys can go with what you guys want to do at this point. Right now, the only two people on the side of keeping the dragons are Quince and Fiona.
I love you, Fiona.
Keep them or discard them. I don't fucking care.
That's your default.
We
pick.
have,
Okay,
That's
we have
just
so
okay.
always. It's such a
Okay,
big
I-
goddamn tower. I don't give a shit if they live there or not.
Okay, I accept that. I accept that.
Yeah, but he already got the guild leader almost in trouble for opening his mouth. That Wilhelm had to kind of bail her out of.
And I have since said I'm sorry.
I could have just fucking killed the people and discarded the bodies. God damn it.
Oh, I like the way Force 2 thinks.
Yeah, but then we
You.
would have just had to keep more of them come, and then more of them come, and then we'd be labeled a dark guild, and then they'd want to kill all of us.
Well, to
And I
be
don't
fair,
wanna
I'm not on any side right here. I'm just gonna say that right now. I don't care if you guys keep these things or not. But to be fair, if anyone went into your fucking tower, they consider you a dark guild anyway.
Ha!
Like, adding 2 more dragons is not going to be that big of a deal.
We've gone past.
you
the line
you
of-
went beyond terminal velocity at this point.
We already have a pet dragon.
And
Why
we
is
were
that
just
not enough
going.
for you?
Because it's not a pet. I mean, because
golem.
it's not a pet.
But
It is a WMD, and I don't want to play with that.
Oh, but WMDs are so much fun.
WMD?
weapon of mass destruction.
Oh.
I mean, it is, but still.
Would you play with it?
I mean, if
I would
you
ra-
knew it was nice.
Shomaru, what are your thoughts on these dragons?
Oh, I know what Jake's thoughts are, but Shomaru, what are your thoughts?
One,
Shomaru
bones,
wants
one.
to eat them. Shomaru wants to eat them.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Hey,
they're
emergency
bones.
rations.
Oh.
They'd probably give you a tummy ache.
No, it look pretty tasty.
Sure, Maki feels. I'm not sure what Maki feels, but
Shomaru looks up toward toward fucking Deceit. That one looks tasty too.
I never had a dragon before. I'll heal you to death, little puppy, I swear to God.
I believe he can do that.
I will kill you, little puppy.
Wilhelm, you said you were asking Maki what she thinks.
Yeah, what do you think, Maki? What do you think of the bone things?
They don't seem very powerful, so I don't really care. If anything, we can destroy them if they act up. I don't care what we do with them.
I guess everything in that church was underpowered. Wow. If you can figure out a way to smuggle those things in the tower, then fine. Otherwise, we're not keeping them.
Understood.
So how are you going to smuggle them into our tower? We got about half a country to wander through first.
Hang on. Take a look at something. Why is Jesus Christ this fucking ball? Oh, moon arc orb. What the fuck? This thing's huge. It's. Oh wow.
I didn't know that was on
can't
the back
move
of
it.
this thing.
I never knew it was. I didn't. Oh Jesus! I had no
I didn't
idea.
know that was on the back of that.
No,
What
that's
happened?
funny.
On
What?
the back
Back
on the
of the
back of this
cards.
card.
The Titanic tarot
Just
card.
the
What the
logo.
fuck?
Fucking dogs.
Hold on, wait a second.
I didn't flip it, so I wouldn't know.
Oh,
Anywho,
Oh, there we go. Let's see here. I don't think I have all my items, do I?
you don't have any of the cards for the new items.
Right.
And I think you have everything.
Okay. No, I just. Yeah. The new items is what I was looking for. Okay.
As of right now, you don't really have anything to hide them with.
Right. Okay. So, but we don't. I don't have to answer this question right now though, because fucking big ass McGee.
Yeah, as of right
Dragon
now, these
thing
things
over
don't
here
look like they
is-
want to move anyway. So like,
Yeah, but we're dealing with fucking big ass McGee over here.
yeah. So
So,
there's not really
this
gonna be
the
much. There's not really gonna be much of anything you can do at the moment either way. So like, once he goes away, maybe. But yeah. Having this gigantic dragon in front of you guys again. He has asked for the mistress. What do you guys want to do?
I'm fine with giving up the mistress.
yeah. About that. We'll absolutely give her to you. There's no we don't need that. We don't need her. It's
Deceit,
fine.
do you want to reach down and grab her then?
Yes.
Mhm.
All right.
Hey,
It's like,
I
oh,
just have
thank-
I just have
Like it.
one. I just have a question. See, there's these ribbons that were in there, and I don't know what they're supposed to do, but apparently they're supposed to judge your actions unbiasedly or something. It drove her insane, so I don't know what they're supposed to do in actuality, but
Oh yeah, my favorite toys.
of course. Okay, so how do they work?
Well, you see, I had a friend of mine, another dragon. You know, there was kind of a long time ago 3 dragons. One of them slept all the time. He was kind of boring, but it was easy getting him to do things when he was awake. Very funny when he decimated an army. But there was this other one. I like to call him Blood. He used blood magic. We were not very inspired dragons. Then again, they called me Deceit. I was the only one who didn't get named after my magic. I was honestly a little hurt by it.
I can see why.
But he tried making those pretty little ribbons.
So does it just turn you insane? Is it supposed to do something else?
I mean, they do give you a yes or no answer of if something is right or wrong. But is it really, I only wanted them because they drove people crazy. It was rather funny. Never worked on
Oh.
me, though. It seems like they care about you having a conscience, and the ability to consider right and wrong in that fashion.
Okay, so someone else is heading these over. I'm not touching them again.
I mean, if you don't want them.
We kind of need them too, just like we need him.
Oh, you're no fun.
Listen. There's a lot to take in right now. I'm a small human. I can only do
You are
so
very
much.
small.
Did he?
Did he say what he was gonna do with the mistress after he takes her?
No.
What are you gonna do with her? You gonna eat her? You don't have a tummy.
What should I do with her? I am rather strapped on flesh right now. But I don't know. I want to see how fun this bone thing is. I'll figure out what to do with her. She
When she
did
wakes-
destroy all of this, so.
She also killed a lot of people for no reason.
There's. I can't have facial expressions, but there's a blank look on his face. Of why he would take that into consideration.
Like I know you don't care because you don't like humans, but that's
I
like
never said that. I love humans.
okay then. She killed a lot of people for no reason.
At this point, you saying that Priscilla Abyss seems to step forward a tiny bit away from Bass, who was holding him up before. It's probably hard for somebody without any sort of mortal life to really understand the value of it. No offense, dragon.
Oh, that's cold. You're right, though.
It was cold. You're right, but you don't have to say it like that.
Hurt. I think I started this church for no reason.
Was it? I thought you started it because it might have been funny.
I never said that.
I thought you did say that.
Thought it was funny. I never confessed to making it this way on purpose. Are you insane?
Fair.
I'm not gonna tell the believers right next to me their whole life is just an elaborate prank.
What? Did you say that out loud? What?
Oh, no. I don't have a brain for inner monologuing.
I'm sorry, believers. That was supposed to be in a thought bubble.
You to worship
But
me.
no, you can totally have inner monologue right now.
The sassiness that you have reminds me of Aurelian Sol. You're like,
You're right,
I'm
though.
barely trying.
I mean, you're right.
But I spent quite a few years, I mean, not compared to the entirety of my life, but a decent amount and quite a notable amount and rememberable amount as a tiny little fleshling.
That sounds
Fun.
That sounds like a story and a half.
I felt
Actually.
quite accomplished. Within a few days, I murdered a man and took his house.
I mean, all right.
I did that with a guy in his carriage.
Oh, don't act so concerned. He was a slave trader.
Oh.
I took his slaves.
Oh.
It's like when I killed that guy and took his cart and Arthur.
You did do that.
Oh, look at her go. I like the little elemental.
Why do you keep calling her that?
Calling
Yeah,
her-
why do you keep calling me that? What's an elemental?
Well, you see, you know how there are things in the sky, like wind and storms and lightning and blah blah blah.
And stars?
I guess.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Imagine if those things could talk.
Hmm.
Like a little shape to follow after.
Stars can talk? Well, yeah, they do. I have Scorpio, and he's a star.
Look, you're looking too far now. Focus on like the storms.
Storm?
It's like it's a
Like a rainy day or snow?
Yes.
Or a snow.
or a snow.
A singular snow.
Yes, a snow. Think of a snow. I met a snow once. It's why my house was like this.
Okay.
But you're a little that.
Huh.
A little that. I'm a storm?
In
You-
like a
what-
person.
Am I like a wildfire?
I mean, you do certainly kill people.
It's like fire.
But
Um, hmm?
I mean, like, humans also like calling what you are gods, but you know, not for me. After all, I am one. I can't really start calling other things gods. That would give them credibility. I need my religion to get ahead here.
I don't get it. If I'm a wildfire, then why do I want to fight everything all the time?
Because it's a wild a fire. It's an expression, Priscilla.
A
It's a figure of
firestorm?
speech. It. That's a good idea for a spell. I'd look into that one. But it's. How do I explain this? You know what? Forget it. You're whatever you want to be. You can grow, do whatever you want to be, Priscilla.
I believe in you, little killer.
Because last I was told I'm a god of, well, there's a god of war in my head. But if it's an elemental and elementals are storms, then I really don't understand anything anymore.
And so, Priscilla, I have a thought. I pick up the little ice wraith. Priscilla, see this?
Yeah, it's cute.
This is a living ice thing. It's an
Yeah.
elemental creature.
No, it's a nice thing.
It's a living thing made of an element. That is an elemental.
But I'm not made of fire.
But you have the power of war.
But war isn't fire. War is destruction and death.
There's magic made out of people's thoughts and memories. Like, is that such a hard concept of war being a thing?
A little bit.
Not really.
Yeah,
Listen.
it's totally understandable. I understand it.
Do you understand, Charlie?
Shh. Just let the crazy person talk, Priscilla.
I will throw this at you, Charlie.
We'll ask Chester later. He knows everything.
Yeah, we can just ask Chester. He can say it a lot better.
I just put the ice wraith in my lap. What do I even try?
I think I got it. It's like that magic. It's like maker magic, right?
Fuck it.
Except alive.
Fucking Charlie's like, I get it. I don't get it.
I'm just like, oh, I totally get it, Wilhelm. He turns back to Priscilla. I don't fucking know what he's talking about.
Wait a minute.
It's
So
funny
giant
watching
dragon. They're
funny
still
watching-
talking about
watching-
elemental stuff.
little creatures trying to comprehend things. It's adorable.
I bet.
Is war an element?
If you believe it is.
Okay.
There you go, little tiger.
I want
Let's
to
start
die.
a war.
It's like I thought I was a fire. Why am I a tiger now?
Ugh.
You mean a revolution?
I wonder if I can cause the ice wraith to explode in my face.
I like this one. She's fun. I'll have to remember you.
My name's Priscilla Sugardough.
Oh,
Of fucking course it is.
it has a name.
Of course, its last name has to be that.
So
technically, Defeat, you also have a name.
I do.
it's deceit.
No, he has another name.
I know. I remember what it is.
Listen, we're not talking about my name right now.
Well, elementals aside, what were you doing? I gotta migrate
Giving him the
now.
mistress?
Yeah, I already have her.
It's just like, yeah, I picked her up a while ago.
Oh, okay.
What about her?
Points
Shinako
at
just
her.
kind of like looks, just kind of like has just stayed very quiet, looking at you.
You're not gonna take her, are you?
I might.
But I have to fight her.
Oh, I can't do that then. I have to let the little war god get a war on.
I can still talk to you, right?
The skull, right?
Mm.
Then you'll be fine. Besides, you have important work to do, fixing my little friend in a ball. Oh, by the way, I should actually mention a little stipulation once all of you've saved her life and all that. Bring
Mhm.
her to me.
How?
Don't look at me. That's your problem in the future, not mine.
What do you mean? How are we gonna get in contact with you when you go away?
There's lots of magic around. Go find some magic that finds dragons.
I can
I
I
don't
can
know
talk
any.
to him with this. Hold up a
Okay,
skull.
she's gonna help us. That's on her.
Oh, you gave them the easy answer. Here I was wanting you all to go kill wild magic. It sounded pretty fun.
I mean, we might have to still. Probably. If that is that. I don't know if that's even a thing that's real. Is
You can
that
give it a
possible?
shot. I certainly will encourage it.
Uh.
Imagine all that you would do, being known as the people who killed wild magic forever.
There's a lot of wild. There's a good number of wild mages that might be mad at us.
What are they going to do? Swing their magic at you?
Yeah,
They
Wilhelm,
can't,
if
it's
they're
dead.
Wilhelm, who cares if they're all mad if they're all dead?
Wait. No. We're not. No, dude. We're not gonna kill all the wild
I
mages.
love how for a split second he thought about it.
He's like, yeah. Wait, what?
You
No,
know that you don't think that killing all the wild magic will kill all the wild mages, Wilhelm.
Yeah,
You're
he's
pretty
like,
sure
okay.
it won't, since he told you to
Yeah,
kill all the wild mages, and he's apparently wanting kill all the wild magic, and apparently he's wanting you to save one of them. You're pretty sure
Yeah,
that doesn't mean destroy all the wild mages.
Yeah, Will's like, okay, they'll just die. It's like, wait, no, no, wait, no, 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 no. That's not right. That's not how. That's probably not how it's gonna work. Well,
I'm out of ideas then. I want to go
Well-
home.
I might as well. Who exactly is in the crystal?
Well, you see, I have my good little friend Maki in the ball.
What?
But Maki's right here.
Oh, you're Maki?
What?
Yeah, she's Maki.
I'm Maki.
Leans down, looks at her very closely.
Mm.
That's real. That's a really close dragon. Okay.
No, this isn't her.
No?
Okay.
That's,
No,
just
in the
what
ball.
that's just what Wilhelm decided to call me.
Oh, you are very good at naming things.
Mm.
It reminds me of Force.
People
Dang.
used to just call me Bones.
I just didn't think that was a good enough name.
I mean, it seems like a perfectly servable name to me. Then again, I knew people named Blood and Deceit.
Thanks for the compliment.
Squeaky.
But no, not this Maki.
What are you doing?
Just
Maki from
slow,
Ball.
just slowly leaves.
You don't.
Here you
What
go.
was the
Give me my property.
what was that
No,
last-
I wanted to do the thing like Quince was like while they're distracted.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
I didn't hear that last. I didn't hear what fucking that last bit was. We found out the fucking sneaky shit.
For
I
me.
didn't hear what you. Yeah, I didn't hear what you said last.
Oh, this isn't my Maki. My Maki's in the ball.
Okay, cool. Good to know. That's not gonna confuse me. Huh.
Listen, this is your fault. She was named Maki first.
Yeah, it
I-
actually is your fault.
Hey, that's not Wilhelm's fault. That's me, Anthony's fault. Fuck off. I didn't know this would ever come back. How was I supposed to know she's gonna beat a goddamn ball?
I want people to go back to the backstory game whenever Maki was introduced, and I audibly like hesitated a bit whenever I was talking to him whenever he named her Maki.
I thought I was doing a cute
I
reference.
want you
Don't
all
reference
to
it.
go back and listen to that and realize that I had planned on having this happen later on.
I thought
But
it was
I
gonna be a
could
cute
not tell
reference to the
him.
dragon game. I thought it was gonna be a cute thing from the past, and I didn't know the past actually showed the fuck up in the present. How the fuck was I supposed to know that?
Dodd says you guys should ask him about the Dark Continent. Why would you guys do that? The
Yeah.
you guys don't have
anything-
any questions about the Dark Continent? What's up?
Yeah, if anything, I'm more curious if he knows like elemental things exist. Does he know how old is Titan? Titan's old, and this thing feels as powerful as Titan. The Titan's really fucking old. They might not have even been that strong when this thing was around. Ah.
Well, you've caught me in a good mood. Offer me your undying service and I might answer a question or two.
What?
Oh wait, you've already did that part by signing the contract.
Have you ever met or heard of a thing called Titan before?
Here you go, have I?
Jake, your entire life was the Tri-Dragon area.
Was it in this area?
I don't think it's ever moved since it was ever since it came to be. So
I never
no.
went far from home. It sounds like a homebody too. No.
Your life is the Tri-Dragon area!
What? Well, I had to give it a shot, but
You tried,
can't-
I'm proud of you for it.
thanks. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
What exactly are you going to do now that you're alive? Like,
In a few years. I'm going to have to readjust myself to human culture. Again. Ugh, this is gonna be the worst.
And
Oh,
you want us to rebuild, right, my lord? Says
course.
Brother Joffrey.
Of course. I'll have to clear up a few tenants. Somebody got things messed up along the way.
Of course, my lord.
how many tenants are wrong?
I don't know, I haven't read their Bible.
How wrong do you think they are from looking at them? You seem a bit upset about the whole tenants thing.
Pretty
Listen, they thought
fucking-
chastity was a good thing.
That's gonna be a party, I'm sure.
Wait, you mean we don't have to keep our chastity?
Okay.
I like that one in the back. I like his gumption.
He's very excited. Good for him. He's gonna go places.
I'm gonna be head bishop.
Sure you are, son. Sure you are.
I'm gonna be head bishop.
The chastity vow sticks to you only now.
Is
Specifically,
anybody,
just you.
is anybody wanting to ask anything else?
I can't think of nothing.
No more questions? No more questions? We're all done here?
Rolling one dice really quick.
Would I have any questions, Diego, or no?
I don't know, would you?
Would you?
You have questions for the bone dragon? That's a natural 20.
Okay. I
that
guess that's good. Fucking all right. There is one more thing. Voice of God, Ass says as he looks up to the sky.
God hears you!
I'm sorry, God's
What's up,
not
little
here.
man?
Just me.
Oh, I'm just having just the most wonderful experience. Wow. Either way,
You should really consider converting.
voice of the god of the three dragons church, the voice of deceit, I believe. Name only. I
Go
would
on.
actually like to ask one question of my own.
Alright. Listening. Can't promise I'll answer, but I'm listening.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. If you do not wish to answer, that's your prerogative. I would just like to know if there's anything you're going to do. You had said that you had information on our queen, or at least that this person we would free might. Do you have anything against the crown or anyone of authority here in Fiore?
Can't particularly say I do, seeing how I made them.
All right, good. Not a threat. Okay. He then proceeds to put his fingers in his ears. He's like, I literally, the only thing I need to know is if I have to report this. If I don't have to report this, whatever.
He's smart.
Hmm.
That all? The party over? Nothing more you want to bribe me with for little favors?
Man, I wish I had some drugs to give to the skeleton dragon.
Can I take you over? And one raises their hand.
What?
Don't even try it. If you want that so badly, take one of the little ones.
But you're like a really big one.
Yes, and you're not going to win.
Come on.
Wait, what?
Maybe when I'm ready to die again.
Come on. I'm your family too.
He's right, you know.
Look at the little one in my hand, is she?
Yeah, that's my elder sister.
What happened to her? Why is she a dog?
I'm not a dog, I'm a mage!
I don't remember sleeping with any dogs. Then again, I might have gotten drunk.
A smoke goes around Anwin. As it does.
Oh, you haven't done the state thing yet.
Hmm?
Do it now.
Do what?
The states.
Combine them.
Combine them into one.
Oh, there we go. Now it makes sense.
There.
Does
There
it?
we go.
Damn.
Feel cool now. We've made your life easier.
Sure, until I forget about it.
It's fine. We'll tell you.
As she lands there, she points up to you. My name is Anime Ifiori.
Oh, she's adorable. Can she do anything crazy like you? Can she talk to me too? Why hasn't she?
Well, most of our family have weird things, but Anime is just really resilient. A lot of magic just kind of bounces off of her. Mostly fire, from what I've saw, but other things too.
Oh, fun. Fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of descendants you caught, and they're all over the place.
Makes me more think of Force than me. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So I can't?
No.
Dang it.
I appreciate the effort, though. Maybe later, when I'm ready. When I'm done with this world, you get to be God.
Points
I
at
don't
you.
know how
She points at you. I'll hold you to that, Grandpa.
I like her too. Man, I have such a good family.
I don't know how I feel about this divine, like succession rules. I don't know if I'm okay with this kind of shit. I wish I had my drugs.
We have another sister who can't die.
Oh wow, that actually sounds kind of horrible at the same time. Can't die. Maybe I'll do something about that later.
I don't know if I like the sound of that.
Oh, I would love to not die again. That's all.
I wonder which dragon that came from. Actually, I don't. Is one of you secretly unkillable? Like one of the other two? Is that one still around?
I don't know. Blood did some really weird things.
Is that the same one that made the forest full of demons?
It's around this point, Deceit, that you feel, the other ones don't see this, but you feel slight movement from the body in your hand.
Can I knock it back into unconsciousness?
You just flick it.
Yes.
Fucking go ahead.
No, but what if she wakes up and she freaks out and we're like...
I can't have her waking up yet.
You move your hand over to her, you lift her up to you, and you just kind of flick her with a bony finger. You guys see a little blood come down from her head.
She was waking up. It wasn't time yet.
You didn't answer
Yeah.
what you're gonna do with her.
I'm going to give
He
her
said he didn't
exactly what
know.
she- I'm sure whatever it is, it'll be just what she deserves.
Okay.
Seeing how she's crazy and destroyed my temple.
I'd be pretty mad if someone destroyed my temple that I had built in my own honor.
I know, it's such a tragedy. Yes, Forest Blood. I wonder if anybody's actually ever bothered to raid his lab. Oh, it
From
would
all
be
the-
funny if you tried.
Is there anything worth taking from that old place?
He made things like those scales all the time. Who knows what secret, unknowable horrors are sitting down there? And world-changing artifacts.
In Wilhelm's head, like the Indiana Jones theme play.
Again, you guys heard the Forest of Blood earlier. You guys know about this place called the Forest of Blood, as it's where most demons seem to wander out from nowadays.
You know, maybe sometime far, far from now, we'll think about doing that kind of thing.
You're right, you have bigger things ahead of you. Saving her life, killing wild magic.
Yep. Doing both of those things. Totally both of those things in that order.
You only have to kill wild magic if you can't heal her some other way.
Yeah.
I believe in you, tiny man with no shirt.
I
Worst
never
case
had
is you die. I don't really lose anything from that.
Good to know that your assets are protected then.
Also, don't try hurting her, that's in the contract.
Why would we do that?
I don't know, you might be stupid.
Ow, but fair.
I've only known you for like a few minutes. Except for this one. My granddaughter's done such good work. I get to be alive again.
I'm sure that won't cause absolute chaos.
They aren't that stupid. It should be fine.
So
Good.
where are you gonna go?
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna go hide somewhere?
Probably go fly over a town or two, terrify them, not actually do anything though, so they know I'm back. Besides, with my little followers here after I clear up a few things, they need to go spread the word. The good word.
We'll begin working on a new base of operations immediately. God, deceit.
Ah. Stirs my heart every time, tapping my empty ribcage. So proud of you, little ones.
This is like the most scariest shit I've ever dealt with in my life, to be honest with you.
Listen, you're basically sitting in front of the Joker.
Yeah, no. This is the most terrifying shit that's ever happened in his life.
There's not much else to be said here, Deceit. If they don't say anything to you and you don't have much else to say back, do you have anything to do? Also, why is there this here? There's just what are you doing?
Oh, that's Anthony's thing.
Anthony,
Oh,
what are you
Anthony's
doing?
thing broke again.
Oh shit, hold on.
Why is the measuring tool stuck on?
Why
I
does that
just saw
always
like a
fucking
0
happen?
0 floating in there. I'm like, what even is this?
Is it gone yet? Did I fix
Yeah,
it?
it's gone,
I
it's
hate...
gone.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
God damn it.
Unless you have anything else to say to them or to bring up to them, you are basically done, Deceit.
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with like they haven't tried to bribe me, so I don't have to ask about what sort of arcane magics or things I can do for them. Can I heal them at least? Like, do any of them look beat up?
You want to kill them? Yeah, go ahead, kill them.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, heal them. Oh.
Do you still want those?
I mean, yes, but he seems very adamant on keeping them.
Not only
What do you
does he
want for
seem
them?
very adamant on keeping them, they do not look like they want to go with you.
Oh, want is not in there in the equation for them.
I was just letting them know.
Well, you all are fucked.
But if you would like to, you do feel like you have some dragon breath that could potentially do some good for them.
Yeah, I'm feeling generous. Let's dragon breath him.
You have to be careful with Shomuru though, wouldn't it hurt him?
You wipe them all out.
Fantastic. I really
Sounds
need to
like
watch
it.
my own strength. Apparently
like what a
dying did something to my
benevolent
healing.
At this point, the Great Dragon Deceit seems to rear its head back. As he does, you guys see what appears to be some kind of mist seemingly just appearing in his chest cavity. As this mist appears, Shomaru, you don't want to get touched by that.
Shomaru flees.
Neither does Maki, as Maki just starts rushing away.
Shomaru.
As this goes on, Abyss also moves out of the way as fast as his little broken wings can take him.
I think he'd want the heals.
You would think out of everybody here, he would want them.
I wonder
Well,
why.
that certainly says something about him.
Does not want God.
The two drakes immediately leave the area as well. Like, nope.
Why am I going?
I mean, I assumed you want to be with the drakes, but fine, go ahead.
I mean,
As
fucking
Deceit, the great dragon Deceit seems to breathe in, and the mist that seemed to come out of his, seemed to coalesce in his chest, seems to just start misting forward from his mouth. As it covers each and every inch of the area in front of him. This is not like a roar. He's not roaring at you. This is just a breath. As the mist goes over each of you, your wounds seem to completely heal. In fact, not only do your wounds heal, but any sort of blemishes or anything like that upon your skin seem to disappear. Quince, as this is happening to you, you feel something hurting on you. As you get this breath around you, you start clenching at your scars, the ones that seem to have been healed up over with dragon bark.
Mm-hmm.
As you start clenching over them, you feel that the skin beneath them stretching and kind of and fixing itself. The bark itself kind of holding them apart. As that happens, you feel pain, but you actually feel better in the end after everything. The bark is still there attached to your skin, but whatever he just did, it was able to heal you far better than any other healing you've ever had since you've gotten these powers.
Jesus.
As everything gets said and done, you look down at you kind of like pat at some of the areas. You see that you were bleeding slightly, but you are fully healed. With that being said, just as a kind of thing to show that, Quince, I'm gonna give you 5 more max HP.
Gift
Cool.
from God.
What's my max HP now? Oh,
Go from
yeah.
70 to 75.
Yay.
Just as it's not that much extra HP, but just to kind of show that happened.
That means a lot, though. It's 5 more 80 hit points of not dying.
One day you're gonna get brought down 70 hit points, and you're gonna be like, I would have died if it weren't for that dragon.
Aha!
Get fucked.
Everyone feeling better? Yes? Good. I've still got it.
Joker, look.
Ah.
We have more.
That was
Squeaky Test gave $6 and says testing the donation things, Peeps having problems. Testing
Oh,
donation
shit.
thing, Peeps having problems? Doesn't
So
seem
yeah,
like there's any
Eggy,
problems.
it's fine. I think you might just need to do something with your browser because it just went through.
Ah, well, that went through. Squeaky, you gave $6. Do you want to give that to anybody?
Yeah, myself.
No.
Okay, Shomaru.
Okay.
Awoo.
Shomaru, because these are inspiration given by Squeaky. Here are 3 sugar inspirations. There you go,
I'm
man.
happy. I feel happy to be a part of this.
Yeah, Eggy was saying that that the Streamlabs link might be broken, so I just decided to give it a shot, and it's fine.
No, it worked.
Yeah, it worked. So I'd say try a different web browser or try again in a little bit.
Mm-hmm. With that being said, Deceit. You look at them all. You see that each of them seems much better off. All of the ones who are associated with the church are like groveling before you, like thanking you for this bountiful energy you've given them.
Oh.
You see
am
that that noticeably from your perspective, Several of them seem to have gotten stronger, including the Dragon Slayer that you hit. He seemed to have gotten stronger from that attack. You see that Anwin seemed to have gotten stronger from that attack. And oddly enough, you see that this one that is groveling before you seemed to have gotten much stronger from that attack. Basically, you feel like you've done something to her that is very strange and very interesting. You don't really know, but she seemed to have absorbed some of your power.
Oh, I like this one. I like this one a lot. Pointing at the sister.
It's like, oh, they like you. Oh, fuck. You're our new freaking overlord. I'm kidding.
You're a new fucking saint.
You are the new mistress. No.
Cool.
As
why?
that seems to happen, Deceit, what do you want to do? At this point, Shomaru, the mist disappears.
Yeah, Shomaru like slinks his way back over.
Slink. Slink.
As the demons get closer, he like rears back like he's gonna do it again, and then
And
stops.
they're out again.
And then stops.
Haha, you flinched.
Oh, that would probably kill you. Good. Well, I'm alive. I've got this one. Shown a little of my divine inspiration to you. Should probably clear up those tenants and then... Yeah, I'm gonna go explore the world.
Yes, of course, my lord. The tenants, is there anything that we could think about while you are gone? I'll be sure to bring a full copy of our scriptures to you as soon as we can find you again.
Of course, just remember the way I like to think of life. Life is a struggle. Revel in it.
Of course, my lord.
You told him to get.
Hold yourselves back.
We thank you, my lord. This truly is the reward that has come to us from hailing you all these years.
And also, make sure you know, spread the word I'm back.
Yes, my lord. I will spread it to the other churches.
It feels good to be the first one back.
First one? You don't. The other ones aren't gonna.
You never know. I'm not gonna pretend I know.
3
That's
minutes
your future
ago,
Wilhelm.
Cyan Gemini gave $2. Says second test. Might as well give a dice to Deceit.
Oh dear.
Why?
And then Eggy
Because why
gave
not?
another $2 right afterwards and said to Wilhelm, "Welp,
Oh, thanks.
too bad you forgot to ask about your little ceramic egg."
Fuck.
As
I don't-
Deceit. What you want to do?
They understand. They're gonna find me later, tell me about their scriptures. I'll tell them they're all wrong, write a new book for them. In fact, I'll probably write the new book while I'm away.
I'll just write a book.
Because while I haven't said it out loud, I wrote that book and it was hilarious.
Let me find a Deceit inspiration to make real quick.
How do you turn troll face into a color spectrum?
We'll figure it out. Deceit inspiration, and it'll be this color. Here you go, Jake. There's a Deceit inspiration for you.
Oh, fantastic. Never gonna get used, but fantastic.
It's like, all right, I'm about to attack them. Can I use the inspiration?
And one day, in your hours of greatest need.
Eggy's like, wow, that didn't hurt the stream boss a bit, did it? Nope.
What the fuck happened?
Something
We'll
big
talk
happened.
about-
We'll get to that in a minute. I'll tell you guys in a minute.
Okay.
I think
But
that's everything.
that's
Gonna leave.
everything.
I just noticed that, huh?
What do you want to do, Deceit?
Put down the little princess. Girls, take care of each other. Force 2. Keep being force.
He just keeps calling Landon Force.
Keep being force, Landon.
And, don't die before you get the job done. Yeah, I'm out. I'm done here. There's a world to see and a world to terrify.
You enjoy yourself then.
I
The great-
always enjoy myself.
The great dragon of deceit begins to flap its barely freaking skinned wings, more like leathery skinned wings, as he begins to rise upwards into the sky. Just from the beat of this thing's wings, you guys feel the pressure against it. Landon, this feels very similar to like one of your wind spells. Like he is just flapping his wings and you guys are already being pushed away.
Landon or Wilhelm?
Wilhelm, my bad.
Yeah.
As Deceit begins to rise higher and higher into the sky, as I try to get my lift height to work as I say this. Perfect, I did it. Look how high
Close
he
enough.
is now. I've done it. Alright, let's put the lift height back down before I fuck something up. It's not going away now.
It'll give it a second. The lift thing will go away in a
The
second.
lift height meter isn't going away.
It takes a second. Ignore it. Move on.
There it goes.
But do
Alright.
you even lift?
As the Great Dragon Deceit rises up over the cliffside where you guys are at, over the ocean, lets out a roar of a welcome to its new life, and begins to fly off,
It's the dawn of a new era.
flying all the way over here.
Off screen. It just flies through the comic panels. It's
There
fine.
we go.
So as it's flying off, Wilhelm's just gonna just sit there for a second.
There we go.
Did we all just witness like one of the most major historical events to happen in the recent years?
Probably.
I'm gonna be the first one to write about it.
As Ath just kind of takes his fingers out of his ears, opens his eyes. Oh man, what happened?
Man, App, you won't believe it. I was on a massive acid trip just now.
Oh, same. I'm kidding. No. I believe that if there's anything that would have saved us from what happened in there, it was the ingenuity of each and every mage here. Not to mention, I guess, if there are people going to be talking about this, motions over toward the members of the church. It's good to know that whatever that being was, if it really was what they will say it will be, then at least it's not too big of a threat for us at the moment. I'll try to get some of our best clerics involved. Those who are specifically made to hunt the undead, if need be.
I don't know.
like him anymore.
No, I don't know how it works, but I don't think you could kill it anyway. I think he could just heal him. I think it could just heal itself
It
forever.
was killed once before, wasn't it?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I would test it out right now.
Not right now, definitely. It's not a threat to us at the moment, but I'm sure that the council and the kingdom will want to mobilize something as a defensive measure. Especially once some towns start saying that a terrifying dragon made of bone flies overhead of them. Either way, no skin off my back.
There's no skin on his back either. Let's go home.
I could use some skin. You want to volunteer?
Oh god, he can hear us.
Hello, I understand everything you're saying. Also, fuck you. Deceit just comes back and fucking wrecks him.
You fucking what, you little bitch?
Straight by with boulders.
You done goofed, son.
So are we going home now?
We're going to deliver our
Yep.
shit to the council, then we're going home.
I'm going home.
I want to give something to Miss Ophelia and her supple breasts.
What?
Shomer deflates.
Shomer just goes.
The terrifying dragon's gone. I don't need to be scared.
Before you go and give anything over to Ophelia or anything like that, there was something said that will be addressed as. What were you talking about? What were you talking about, Quince?
Oh, you guys can go back. I have to go back to the ranch.
Ranch?
You're going to drag.
Going to
those
the
things-
ranch? Dr. Phil setting you to the ranch?
I'm going back home. Can't very well have these things to be seen by the council.
You're gonna try to fly them back, Demetrius?
You
says?
can't.
I'm going to lead them back. Yes.
Don't you have a wand to make you not vomit?
Yeah, he does.
That's what
Actually,
Wilhelm says. That's what Wilhelm says to Quince.
I actually have an idea. I grow 2 whips. Can I grow 2 whips?
You can make your willow whips, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make my willow whips, and I'm gonna go up to them, like up to the dragons, and just kind of like
Joker,
leash
look,
them
we have more.
together. These things can't see,
Oh, God.
so I'm going to have to lead them back.
Aggie. That was a chunk.
What?
No, that was a good little chunk.
That was a
What the hell?
chunk.
No, what happened?
Uh,
believe-
we'll get
you
we'll
tell
get
him.
through Wilhelm stuff first.
Yes.
Quince.
Or yeah. Quince.
For the next part, Fiona, I'm gonna need your help.
What? I didn't say I was gonna help you out.
Please? I'll give you the biggest, juiciest fish when we get back.
What is it?
I need you to fly me.
And why would I do that?
Because out of any buddy, I trust you to get me back home safely.
Roll me for diplomacy.
Shit. Oh boy.
By the way,
fuck.
do-do-do-do. Tend to the little guy, made donations again, and joking in, inspected the dragon slayer, proved to me you can be a lolly slayer. So, Eggy, before we make you roll that, it says here inspiration to the dragon slayer.
Okay.
Eggy River donates $240.
I was actually drinking.
See,
Oh my god! How is that? I think that's more than inspiration. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that is,
that's-
in fact,
That's a couple.
That's 4 cards?
yes. I'm pretty sure that is, in fact, 4 cards. So that is not inspiration.
That's 4
Unless
inspiration.
he wants it to be
cards.
inspiration.
Yeah,
So-
see, you guys are freaking out, but I already know why. I know why Eclipse KT has this much HP.
We'll talk about it in a minute.
Yeah.
But Eggy,
I don't.
but Eggy, with that being said, are those going to be 4 blank cards? Are those going to be 4 fake cards? Are they 2 fake cards? Oh, fate, of course. Okay.
Said fake cards, yeah.
Yes, they're 4 fake cards.
Okay.
Do.
Okay.
Let me find.
Thank
where's
you for the fake
card?
cards. Holy shit.
Card
Thank you for your generosity.
Quick Nightshade, play all of them.
Okay.
How
Are
come
these fake?
I don't
are
know.
these-
I don't know where my fake card thing is, and all the ones that are out right now are in use, so I can't actually copy them. So I'm just gonna copy the flames over and over, and just there you go. You have 4 flames.
Is this? Are they all fate or
Okay.
are they blanks? Or what
No,
happened?
no, they're all fake cards.
Oh boy.
They're all cards of destiny. Actually, is what they're supposed to be called, but they're fake cards
Cards of destiny and also fate.
because they're supposed to be
Right.
the destiny draw cards. You know, blah blah blah. Anyway,
It's
here
funny.
are your 4 cards of destiny. Use them wisely.
We're
How
Yeah,
However-
sweet.
use them wisely.
Use them wisely. However, first things first.
Yeah, I'll blow them
Because
all off in a bit.
let's go ahead and have you do the diplomacy roll.
Okay. Jesus. Here we go.
I just want to get
Let's
this
hope
done
that-
before I say anything else about the donation.
Fuck!
3. Also, just trying to see what was going on there with that. Oh, you didn't. Right, all this is the expiration. Okay. Fiona looks to you. As Fiona looks to you, she looks to the drakes with you, and she kind of just gives a bit of a sigh, and she's like, "I'll fly you, but you're not gonna like it. And we're gonna take breaks. And if anybody sees those things, I'm out."
We'll fly as high as we can.
Let's try. You better use that wand of yours. Do you want to use the wand?
I told her I trusted her. It would be rather rude for me to think of her as a vehicle, wouldn't it? So, I won't.
You better tie those willow whips to your arms.
I will.
That's all I gotta say. She goes over to you, and she goes. She kind of like lets her wings appear at her back. She goes over to your back and she grabs you. As she does, she begins to lift you into the air. Quince, for a moment, you think that your plan has worked. That this person is totally not transportation. This person is definitely just your friend. This person is... Fiona is not doing the best she can at the moment. She seems to be very much lazily doing this, and she doesn't seem to be as into it as you are. As you lift into the air, you still feel sick.
Quince, use the fucking wand.
Quince, as you are feeling sick, I would like you to please roll me for your concentration. And if you don't get this one, we'll have one more roll.
No, it's conjuration.
Yeah, your concentration is
a
1.
Another thing I'll have to raise.
Concentration.
17 is really
17.
good.
Okay.
You are sick. You are feeling very much the effects of your motion sickness. You are trying your best to stay as conscious as you can. For the moment, Quince, Fiona, and the 2 dragons start to fly off. Guys, you watch Quince and the 2 dragons begin to fly down toward the south. You feel like either Fiona or Quince may figure out where they need to go, especially based since you guys mostly just went northeast. It should be fine. We'll get to you in a bit, Quince. We'll see how your trip is.
Great. Can't wait.
I wonder if I
tried-
should have taken the reins for him. He did not seem to fare well.
Well, Chris is the one that wants him so badly, so that's on him.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
and the
it'll
rest
be
of them want. Yeah, and the rest of you were being dicks.
I don't give a shit.
I'm not
Thank
talking about you
very
though.
much.
I'm not talking about. I can't. I should generalize everybody right now because I'm too lazy, but not you.
Thanks.
As
Thank you.
the members of the church watch as they go, Sister J seems to go over to Brother Joffrey like, should we stop them? Should we stop him? And it's just like,
Can
Brother
you
Joffrey
stop
looks
us?
up. He looks up toward Quince as he leaves, looks over toward Ath. No, we should not have something like that. Isn't that not right, Councilman? Ath just kind of looks over at him, lets him know very much that he's paying attention to him, then looks up, looks back like, what? Sorry, I was kind of spacing out for a minute. What happened? Thank you.
Smooth.
The sisters seem to all make their way over toward Brother Joffrey, as they are. Where's Mops at? There's Mops. Okay. Brother, what should we do? What are we to do now without the mistress and without our other brother? I am going to go and speak with the other churches of the Three Dragons. As I do, we will find ourselves a new home somewhere amongst them. We will also have to make sure to let them know that our God has returned to us. But for the moment, I ask that you go with the councilman. Me and Sister J will make the trek. We must find which of these places are the safest for us, and which are going to accept these new tenets as law, and who is going to actually believe what we have found. I need you to accompany the councilman with Sister Ophelia. She is technically still a prisoner. I would like for her to be treated fairly if she is to go back to the council. They all look over towards Sister Ophelia and look back to Brother Joffrey. Of course, brother, of course. The different sisters seem to make themselves around Sister Ophelia. As that happens, Brother Joffrey and Sister J make their way forward towards you, Wilhelm.
Mm.
With Mistress Brianna and Brother Joseph no longer with us, it falls to me to lead this sect of the church. As far as things have happened, this last day has been rather devastating for us. However, it has also been very enlightening. We cannot thank you all enough for what you have done to not only fix our problems, but to let us see the truth behind our Lord.
It's all just a day's work. You don't need to really thank us that much.
We must ask one more favor of you. Since this is something that is of, well, something that has happened very abruptly. Until I find a new home, do you think that you can accompany my sisters here to your councilman and maybe even further? Once I find a place for us, I'd like to return to the Phantom Lord Guild and collect them, but for the time being, would you mind if they sought sanctuary with you?
No, that could be arranged. That'll be fine. Leave us a vacation. We're all going to go to Hasenka. Sure, you can all use some R&R, right?
We thank you very much.
Vacation spot, they'll get in the new religion spirit.
It's perfect to seats tenants. It's a fucking casino resort town.
They're
She's
gonna
just
get
like,
caught up
they're
on
just
those
like,
new
oh
doctrines."
no, we're all just a bunch of sisters straight out of religion school. And you want us to do what? Oh me, oh my.
What the?
Does what I want.
We will start to make our trek. I'm sure that with Sister J with me, I should be able to make the trek across the land in a good time. I will keep in touch with you, Mages of Phantom Lord. We thank you.
Anytime.
Next time, let us try to get things done in a way that lets us keep our buildings upright, shall we? He seems to smile with that.
I'm sure it'll fare better.
He looks to each of you. We will be off then. Thank you very much, Mages of Phantom Lord, for your help. He looks over toward Priscilla.
I have something for Ophelia and her supple breasts.
She's going with you.
Oh.
Never mind that.
Why do you
Why
keep referring to her as supple breasts?
Yeah.
Because it says it in this note.
You.
So with you
steal
knowing that Ophelia is going with you, I'm guessing you're not going to say that.
No, she won't.
All right.
No, I thought she was. They're like all heading out with her. Okay, never mind.
Brother Joffrey looks over towards you, Priscilla. I hope
Yes?
that Brother Joseph or Ursa Minor.
You can still call him Brother Joseph, especially if he wants to still be called Brother Joseph. You can even call him Brother Joseph Ursa.
I
That
hope
could be
that
his last name.
I hope that he recovers well, and let him know that if he wishes to return to us, he can. Though, having now known his true lineage, I will understand if he wishes to separate himself from us.
I don't think he'll want to be.
Either
He
way,
might want to come back.
I thank you for holding on to him and helping him. If it were not for you, my brother would be dead. Thank you. Okay, all right then.
No.
Okay, all right. I guess you. Yeah. All right. All right. We're leaving then.
I understand.
You apparently
I'll take
just
good care of
don't
him
want to
and
talk to us. Bye. Bye. I'm kidding.
Bye. I'll take good care of him and he'll take good care of me, and I'll make sure that nothing bad happens to him. Like that one time that Orang got her neck snapped.
Oh yeah, that was really bad.
It wasn't pretty.
I'm sure she'll recover soon enough.
I think she's fine now. I hope.
It's a good thing she's made of stars.
Brother Joffrey and Sister Jay will
Are you
leave
made of stars?
because I don't really know how to talk to you with him. Because you just
You all have safe travel.
they're leaving now.
Because Priscilla's not easy to talk to when she does that shit.
It's very. Wilhelm's just waving. Have a safe trip.
They're gone now.
Priscilla, is war made of stars? What
They
is
have
war
been
made of?
yeeted out of existence.
I think. I don't know. I was told that war is kind of a bad necessity, but still bad. And, I don't know.
Is it like a star that falls on people?
By the way, since you
No,
haven't
that's
been
a
all
meteor.
worry in a while, we're changing you.
No, that's a meteor. We'll ask Chester.
At this point, you guys all kind of gather round to each other. You guys look inside Luthor to see if there's any fucking way that all of you guys are going to be able to fit in here. Because while it is bigger on the inside, you have a
This ain't
lot
no
of people
TARDIS.
now.
This ain't no damn TARDIS.
Who wants to ride on the roof?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Who wants to ride on the roof that takes up more than half a cubic foot of space?
Oh, well.
Turns into vision. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
You get back. You shrink back. You deflate right now, young man.
At this point,
He's like, I need to go outside.
people all start making their way toward the area. Ath is very adamant about the people who are going in there first being the 3 prisoners that you guys have saved.
Yep.
So Basilisk, Ophelia, and Abyss are going to be the 3 that immediately make their way there. Sir Lancaster and Wilhelm being the ones who are driving, of course. At that point,
beep.
Ath is like, shotgun, and gets inside. It's like, that's not really what shotgun means, Ath, but okay.
It's not. He's already inside.
And I believe we had you guys in rows of 3. So Shinako cannot shrink down this time, so she will stay back where she is. Flint will get behind you and be on this side of things. Dimitri, Landon, Charlie, probably Priscilla, Shinako. At this point, it seems like everybody but the fucking sisters can get in. So, this is what's gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
Shinako is going to go outside. As she does, she is going to open the box that Landon had given her to have everything shrunk down.
Mm-hmm.
Things are going to immediately unshrink. And she's going to ask for volunteers to get in the shrinking box.
Ooh, ooh, I want to get in a box. No, wait, God, no. Ah! Shomru flees to the other side. Shomru flees. I should have thought about what was coming out of my mouth. I'm sorry, I was getting back into being Shomru. I didn't think.
It's hard to turn off your brain when you're deceit, isn't it?
It's at this point you guys decide it's probably best for the sisters to get shrunk down.
Yeah, they can
Yeah.
go in the box. We
Let's
don't
get the
care.
let's get 5 items of
Unfortunately,
wearable.
one more person has to be shrunk down. So who among
Her. Her.
she said volunteers, and Bully Girl has not volunteered.
I mean, just bully her into being a volunteer.
Wilhelm, have you ever wanted to be alone in a box with a bunch of nuns?
He would if he had a sex drive.
I mean,
Listen, you have to
this
help
could-
them learn about their new tenants.
Shinako looks back to everyone and she's like, if only someone was here who could protect them while they're all by themselves. Somebody strong who could protect these girls. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
I
ooh,
guess that's
ooh,
my fucking cue
ooh,
then.
ooh, ooh.
Man, it's a good thing that you sacrifice yourself for the greater good. Here,
Yeah,
we'll
they're
we'll
gonna
help you.
lie.
I
we'll help
can,
you out.
I can.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
fun.
alright then.
See how fun changing states is?
I'm just gonna leave that to her.
Yeah, you do that.
As
I'm
all
good
of the
dick
items,
now.
as well as all of these people, get shrunk down into the box.
I wonder if Aaron will be as traumatized as Shimmer now.
As
Shomru
Shinako
cringes
makes her
at
way
this
back.
nightmare.
Do.
Shinako has become a new level of terrifying to Shomuru. Not only could she give him tiny pinches without him being able to stop her, now she can put people in a box. Truly a fate worse than death.
So now that we've done this, we now know the full capacity of this cart. The full capacity of the inside of this cart seems to be 12.
12 fucking people and
12
Shimmer.
people. Not to mention there are still some boxes and some things for like rations and stuff for you guys. So with that being said, you guys now have the full capacity for Luthor. Luthor is like, all right, okay.
Luthor, you can do this. I believe in you.
I'm kidding. Luthor's a
You
big,
wanna-
powerful horse. He's fine.
He's a big, strong horse who don't need no man.
Luthor's a strong boy.
He's a strong. I'm a strong black independent horse who don't need no help from no man.
At which point we no longer need this.
That got fucking crumbled. There was someone on that.
Was there? Yeah, they're gone now.
I think. Okay.
It was Sister J. She's gone now forever.
Yep.
Fine, I'll look for her. There she is.
Oh, if it doesn't fucking trouble you.
You guys begin to make your way. It is now getting to be very early morning. As you guys start making your way back away from the cliffside toward any sort of civilization, you eventually find the roads again. And you get ready for your long trek back. It took you guys about a day to get through the area, going a safe route, going basically as fast as you guys could. I will say for you guys to get back to Onibus, it will take you guys around the same amount of time. However, from Onibus to Era will take you a lot less because you guys can actually go on the main roads.
Yep.
Because last time you guys had to go through a forest and go through a bunch of other stuff. It was crazy.
I don't care if I don't care if Basilisk is Gorgon just sitting there waiting for us. I'm taking the normal road. Fuck that guy. I don't care anymore.
I mean,
I don't fucking
he
care.
kind of just let you guys leave at one point. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be coming after you guys.
That's exactly what he would want us to think, you sneaky son of a bitch.
Yeah, he wanted to wait till you guys win and healed so that he could come back and humiliate you.
See, he too is a man of a fair fight.
So, as you guys, first off, luck. So, as you guys start to make your way through, is there anywhere you guys would like to stop before you guys get back to Onibus?
Is that the place where we picked up Bullied Girl?
That is the place where you picked up Bully Girl.
until we reach the house. We're gonna dump her in. Then I don't care.
What about that body?
What dead body?
The gray.
Fuck it. I don't care. Fuck it.
Oh, okay.
We're going home.
I like home. Home is safe. These last few days have not been safe.
Fuck home. Fuck the grottos. Fuck the grave. Fuck everything.
Who needs home?
Fuck the gluten and fuck them crackers.
Okay. You guys decide not to go through the dead forest this time.
Yep. It's kind of nice on the main road. You're not having to trek through, all the middle part. I wonder why people only come in here. It's so nice and peaceful.
Hey, a new guy! Did you know we're the Phantom Thieves?
You guys make your way back to Onibus. By the way, Dark Wizarder just followed. Thank you very much, my dude.
Yay.
Upon making your way back to Onibus, you guys at this point have a bit of a decision to make. You guys can either stash some people at your house that you now have here.
Oh yeah, we have a house.
You guys, I'm going to assume you guys stop at the house to rest because again, 24 hours of travel.
If we do that, then also I find Nun Girl and they're just 2 other nuns because she's probably gonna need a heads up. Potion Girl.
This one?
Yes, the one who gave me potions, who's also a nun, who probably is an important person to talk about when it comes to their god is alive
You were
again.
able to do the thing I said. Oh, yay! Freaking throw me in the box.
Throw me in the box. I want to get with the girls.
Well, I'll literally say, good news, we saved your friends. Good news, your god's alive and flying around somewhere.
Bad news, your house is dead.
I was going to say, but now bad news, your house is crumpled into the ocean.
You do know that this is the one that was originally very concerned about Sister Ophelia. So while you guys had rested, she had spoken with Sister Ophelia. She had gotten the gist of things, and since the other sisters are going to be going with you guys, she is going to be going as well.
All right, into the box.
With that being said, do you guys want to leave anybody at the house in Onibus? Do you guys want to leave any of the nuns? Do you guys want to leave the bullied girl? Do you guys want to take them with you and do anything like that? You guys still haven't found out everything about Bully Girl, other than the fact that she is not as she appears. But you guys can leave her here if you wish and come back to that later.
All right. So, he's gonna look at Bullied Girl. I don't. If we have a name, I don't
just
remember.
love her name. It's just like Bullied Girl, man.
Okay. I'm gonna be frank with you. You can stay in the house here, or you can come with us back to our guild hall. One is infinitely safer, but because of your contract, I don't know which one it is yet. So what do you want to do?
She just kind of looks over at you, just kind of looks down at herself. She goes to speak something, but she then immediately closes her mouth. You seem to think that whatever she was trying to say was blocked by whatever contract she had signed.
You're coming back to our tower so we can study this contract effects on you. So I can figure it out. There's got to be something in our guild hall. All right. We really go. Okay, we're taking her with us, and we got to clear out the second floor. We need to find a bedroom. Okay.
Okay. So
What'd
you
you fucking
guys
say,
at this
Priscilla?
point would have rested in Onibus. I'm going to guess Priscilla and Shomaru, you guys are not going to go and talk to the Winters family right now.
No.
Yeah.
No, I got another job I need to do. I need to get this book fixed.
I did want to talk to Ophelia, but I had to pick up the food.
That's fine.
Okay.
You guys, we'll definitely go over any conversations or any big things you guys do while on the road in a little bit. I just need to make sure we get through certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you haven't missed any talk with Ophelia. We'll get back to that as soon as we basically get to the last legs of the trip. That way we can just be like, okay, over the fucking past 48 hours of travel, what did you guys do, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, at that point, you guys will be leaving Onibus. The first day of your travel is over. Onibus is the very center of Fiore. It leads you out in all directions, either by train or by main roads. You guys are able to get back to Era in record time. There is not anything to stop you guys from getting back to Era. Other than the fact that along the main road of Era, just outside of the city limits, you guys are going to find something. However, once again, it has been 24 hours of travel. Quince.
I'm Quince.
Everyone has been traveling for about 24 hours. You would basically need just about that if everything goes swimmingly for you. We'll see if things go swimmingly for you.
Okay.
We're going to have a couple rolls to see if things go swimmingly for you.
I think I'm going to be the 10% chance of fuck.
The first thing I want you to do is I want you to roll me for your technique.
What's my technique?
It's one of your good
Technique
ones.
Oh, yeah, it's a 7. Watch me get a nat 1 on technique.
Technique!
Technique! No!
That's really
Okay.
good.
That's not bad at all.
You were able to handle these drakes pretty well once you get used to being in the air. Eventually, Fiona pesters you enough over the 24 hours of travel. She is tired of you throwing up. She's basically like, use the wand or I'm not flying you anymore.
Alright.
You've proven your point, now use the fucking wand.
Okay.
So you are able to keep yourself somewhat up for a few more hours. During those hours, with that technique roll, I need you to roll me for your survival.
That's a 3. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not great, but it's not bad. Could be worse. Could be an awareness roll. Oh, natural 20.
Okay. The course of you the course that you pick, the area you decide to go with these two fucking drakes and Fiona seems to just be a fucking straight shot. You go directly straight until you get not only to where you're seeing the tower, but you're seeing the tower in an area where people are getting ready to leave the tower. So that's really good for you. We'll get to you in just a bit. You 100% make it to the tower. Holy fuck.
Fuck me! Fuck me!
You flew in a straight line. Congratulations.
You did it,
We'll get
Quinn.
to you
You
in
did.
just a little bit.
No one saw the illegals.
Oh, I am a lucky motherfucker.
Since this
Oh
24
my
hours has happened, I'm going to
God.
go to each of you and I'm going to ask you what all you guys might have done over 24 hours. Might I suggest, Wilhelm, that since this is 24 hours, you could technically try to make another Wraith, since you already have one out.
I can make another. What are you pulling?
I'm just letting you know.
Is this gonna be like a Zerg thing where if I spawn one, they're gonna eat each other and evolve?
Who knows?
Because that's my favorite thing from Primal Zerg.
Do you want to try?
Go.
Huh?
Finger snap. Go.
Okay, do you want
Something.
to try to make anything particular with it? Because you don't have to use Ice Wraiths.
What is the least destructive fucking thing I could make with this? You know,
Stone?
I know it. What? No, what? I said, you know, I haven't really done anything with it lately because I don't know in character the difference yet. But I want to see what a Sky Wraith looks like.
Well, you don't know you have Sky Magic.
I know, but the next best, least destructive thing I can think of is a rock.
I will tell you right now, Wind Magic is very destructive.
I want to try a.
I keep telling you Wind Magic is very
I
destructive.
know. I said my the next one I could think of is a rock wraith instead.
I gotcha.
I know. I've seen fully extended what wind can do now. with
I
my
was just letting you know
Kamehameha.
because the first thing you started saying was you wanted to try Sky and you didn't know you had Sky, so Wind was right after.
I really need to find a trainer. But anyway, I want to try and make a rock wraith.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me
Oh.
for your aspect shift.
Let's find out. Ooh. 12.
Okay, you can do it. You switch the
Yeah.
element of your Ice Wraith. You do so. This takes you, again, this is over the course of 24 hours. We're not going to have you roll too much with this thing. You poop out what appears to be a Rock Wraith.
Hey, it does work.
Boop.
Just call it
I
rock.
will say with this one that we will get another image for it, but for now, it does not have one.
Hey, it does.
Did you make another ice baby, Wilhelm?
No, it's made of rock.
Made a rock baby?
I know, right? I didn't think it would work.
Are you the mommy and the daddy?
I don't know.
As you create this Rock Wraith, the Rock Wraith and the Ice Wraith look to each other. Upon looking to each other, they're fine.
Look how cute they are.
You remember the Ice Wraiths from before whenever they were all together protecting the tower. They weren't fighting each other then. They don't really seem to fight each other now.
Hey, cool. What happens if I make a fire one?
Guess we'll find out some other time.
Have to wait another day to test that.
Other
but
than
man,
that,
what a what a
does
dangerous
anybody
test
else
that.
have anything they'd like to do? Priscilla, you said you wanted to talk with Ophelia?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
Over the course of you guys traveling throughout the time, at some point you guys either stalled or you waited until you got the Onibus to talk to her or something, but eventually you do find Sister Ophelia by herself-ish with everybody else.
Miss Ophelia?
It's about this time. Shomer, are you also there? Are you going to be doing something else during your 24-hour time I give you?
Shomer is just gonna be taking it easy. I couldn't really think of anything jumping out at me to do.
Gotcha.
He doesn't want to walk anywhere, so Priscilla's just holding him like a teddy bear.
Flop.
Shomer just in her arm.
Just like, just ragdoll.
He's very
Shomer
tired.
shutting down.
Over the course of the time you guys have had, Sister Ophelia again has been healed and has been fed, so she is very much in a much better state than she was before. As you call over toward her, she is still being watched by Ath and the others to make sure that nothing happens. She is technically still a prisoner. However, they understand that she's not like a trouble or anything like that. You make your way over to her as she kind of looks back towards you. The girl from before, Priscilla, was it not?
And this is Shomaru. He's being...
Yes, I know
He's
Shomaru.
really tired.
Hello?
Shomaru was the one who brought me my food.
I did. Was it good?
Yes. The sisters know how to make what I like.
So
Well,
this
nice
is
seeing
for
you.
you.
Anyway,
I
now
found
what?
this in the mistress's bedroom. It says to you, and I read it a little bit, and it says something about your supple breasts. This is for you.
She hands her the note and the gift box.
She takes the note. As she takes them, she doesn't look amazingly comfortable with you saying that out loud.
Nope.
But she will take the note from you and the small gift box as she looks to you.
I don't really understand anything that's in this letter. It sounds like a love letter, but I don't know. It didn't seem like she liked you because she put you in the prison.
That wasn't her.
No?
Who we just saw back there, that wasn't Brianna. Brianna would never do those terrible things. That was what
Do you
was
mean
left.
literally?
That was what was left of her after she tried to use those accursed ribbons.
Oh.
Am I in earshot of all this?
Yeah, you can be.
Ribbons, huh? No, I'm just kidding.
I knew she used them.
I would always warn her against doing things like that. She was always so interested in items and things of unique ability. She was always trying to find something that could help destroy that curse upon us, or bring her a step closer to some other goal that I would not ever really understand. But she was kind. She was a lot more understanding before those ribbons appeared. Whenever we had gotten those delivered to us, whenever she had first laid her hands on them, everything had changed. These letters were for me. The letters that she would write to me while we were still... She seems to look down toward them.
Dale. Dale.
You know that the tenets of the church, even if what Lord Deceit had said is true, before hearing those, we were not allowed to have any relationships with anyone, especially those of the church. But things were more lenient back then. We would
Wait a minute.
we would secretly pass these around, and although we say secretly, Brother Joseph, I knew, would always know about it.
Is Brother Joseph a cuck?
I
No.
don't understand. Why would love be wrong?
That's what we all believed. It was in our scriptures. Once you give up something like that, at least the desires and lust for the physical, you give those things up so that you can become purer, happier. But again, things were a lot more lenient back then. We didn't really follow those entirely to a T. It felt really silly not to have any sort of love.
Well, of course not. Love is natural and pure in and of itself.
But once she started speaking to those accursed ribbons, she wouldn't stop. She would talk to me in the night about them, always. At first it was fine. She started becoming a lot less tense. She started writing these letters more fervorously. She was a lot more lenient with people. Everyone enjoyed the euphoria that she got. She felt like she could stand atop the world, but the more she used them, the more she started seeing things differently. She started seeing even a minor violation as something that was unsightly and demanded retribution.
But why did she keep using them?
I don't know.
Was she always doubting herself?
Maybe. Maybe it was because I didn't see that. If I was able to stop her, then maybe she wouldn't have turned out the way she was. In the end, she gathered more and more items, things that were beyond her control, until she started going after dangerous things. Finally, these eyes. She wanted them. I don't even know why. I tried to warn her against them. I tried to tell her that what she was doing was mad. And that's when she came out about things and told Brother Joffrey. Brother Joffrey and Brother Joseph, they knew about mine and her relationship, but she demanded that I be punished for harboring those feelings. And no one tried to tell her that the feelings were mutual. She never admitted it. That was whenever I knew that the Brianna that I knew, the Brianna who I was in love with, was long gone. And after I saw what she did in that tower, heard the screams of all those people, I knew that I could never forgive her. But I am very grateful to you for bringing me these. She kind of clutches the letters in her hands.
She kind of just looks at the gift box that she gave her, and then just kind of like looks at the letters.
You know, I don't think a lot. But I think that maybe the reason she used those ribbons because she was lonely. Maybe instead of followers and people that said, yes, mistress, you're right, mistress, everything will be fine, mistress, maybe she just needed real friends. People that say, it's okay if you doubt yourself. It's okay if you think that maybe if something's wrong is wrong, or if something's right is right. Maybe she needed guidance too, instead of always guiding people. But she didn't feel like she had anybody to go to.
I think that she was scared. I think that she knew that what she was doing, even though no one seemed to get onto her for it, I think that in the end she just wanted someone to tell her that it was okay. And perhaps those ribbons told her that it wasn't. Maybe it told her that it wasn't so much that she eventually cracked. Either way, I thank you for bringing these to me. But these were given to me by my lover. This, she like brings the gift box up. I don't know who gave this to me. I would rather not have it. Here. I would rather not have this, but if it's something of use to you, maybe you can have it.
Are you sure? What if it is from your Brianna? We should at least open it together.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't think I could handle that. Sorry.
She puts Shomaru down and grabs the box.
Do you want me to tell you what it is when I do open it? Or do you not want to know?
I think that for now, I don't want to know. I want to attempt to move on.
Is this what they mean by sometimes love hurts? I've never been in love, so I don't know how it feels. Or at least I don't think I've ever been in love.
I feel like if I were braver, a little bit more stupid, that the hurt that I feel right now It's enough that I wish to reach into my chest and stop it from beating. 'Cause with every beat, I feel emptier. Love hurts, Priscilla. But she looks down at the letters that she has. Knowing that these memories are always here. These feelings. This love that I did feel from my Brianna. And knowing that until the very end, until whatever was left of her was there, that she was still thinking about me, I would never trade any of these feelings. If I were to want to get rid of this hurt, I would not sacrifice these feelings for it. Love hurts, but it's a lot better. It's a lot better than that. She gives a bit of a smile to you. You notice that her tears, that her eyes are kind of watering up as she says this.
Very well said.
She turns towards you, Landon, like, oh god.
Oh god, a guy is listening. A guy with his penis.
Ew,
This dog
penis.
is just hanging out.
Ew, scrotum and testicles.
She looks around and Landon's like fucking naked.
Disgusting.
Ah, not a penis.
Erect. He just
His 4-foot fucking dick's just hanging out. It's the coming of Thanos, and believe me, he's coming.
Sorry,
I believe this is the part where you. I believe this is the part where you say, "I am inevitable."
Jesus Christ.
sorry, I didn't know you were there.
I am at full mast right now.
Not you, go away.
Not you, you're
No.
weirding me out.
Sorry, Landon, was it? I didn't know you were there.
You'd be very, very wise to hold on to those words that you've said. What convictions will you get from it?
Who pooted?
What are you talking
I
about?
heard a poot.
Jesus.
Anywho.
Holy fuck, Priscilla.
I heard it.
Yeah, Shomaru is like struggling in your arms. He probably shit himself.
Help me, I want to leave.
I'm not the only
Defensive
one.
boot.
Audience, please tell me if you've heard that.
Holy
Defensive
shit.
Let's
Shit.
get
Let
through
me
this
go.
scene, please.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway, what were you saying, Landon?
What will your feelings give birth to? Will they be a reminder and allow you to go forward? Or will you turn into something more? Remember your friend very dearly. I've still got a lot of work to do for mine.
You seemed like you were talking from some sort of experience.
Landon, you're in love?
You could say that.
What's it feel like?
I believe that the sister here actually explained things very clearly.
But you don't look like you're hurt or empty with every heartbeat. Are you?
You don't fucking
Far
know.
from-
I'm kidding.
Far from it. In fact, my resolve is doubled to see her again. But that's my conviction. Speaking of which, do I have the ability to make cubes when I want to now?
Yeah,
Oh
you
God,
can
that's
you can make those small cubes anytime you want.
I want to make a zeal cube. Did I make one?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. There was just a silence. Right on.
I will say that even though you can make them, they do not last very long.
That's fine. I have experiments to do. As soon as I said, speaking of which, I'll make one. And be like, I have to actually talk with someone. I need to test something.
You're not gonna you're not gonna do the ribbons, are you?
Maybe later.
But you just heard what she said about the ribbons.
I did. Which is why that if my conviction is weak enough that I do need to test it, it'll be a reminder of what happens when somebody does.
I will warn against those things, but I will say that even after she used them once, she didn't seem to change too much. But the thought is always there, Landon. I would not trust those things. But I would also not convict anyone for trying. The knowledge that you could gain from something like that is very appealing.
I can't say I'm really interested in the knowledge. In fact, I don't even really think I'd care much for what it has to say. I'm just curious.
There is one thing that is always... It's one thing that I keep thinking about when it comes to those things. The Great Dragon of Deceit said something about them. About how it seemed to warp people, but only really working on those who have a conscience or an ability to realize something's right or wrong. I wonder what he meant by that. Well, that's really simple. Ass seems to sit up from where he's at. She doesn't jump at him because she knew he was fucking watching her.
Really, Mr. F?
The ribbons, well, the ribbon scales of Nirvana, I guess is what we should actually be calling them. They're a very powerful magic artifact, but they do have their own limitations, at least as far as Counselor Etkin seemed to think. He didn't know everything about them, but from what he did know, is apparently they don't seem to work on people who don't have a mortal perspective on things.
Is that what the dragon, Mr. Deceit meant when he called it a toy?
I wouldn't think that dragon would have any effect on that thing. Right from wrong, good or evil, hell, life and death. I don't think mean much to that thing, at least as far as we would think it does.
If all I have to worry about is a mortal perspective, I think I'm fucking grand.
However, I do think that those of us who do know right from wrong, who do know good from evil, life from death, I think that it's very dangerous in our hands. But there was one curiosity that Counselor Etkin did tell me about them. They don't seem to work on everyone.
They don't?
There are some people who can just take them, touch them both, and really gain no information right or wrong from them. It doesn't seem to work on people who, well, aren't quite right.
Like
I believe
stupid?
you remember Jasper the Butcher.
Yeah.
Well, the ribbon scales were once in his possession. Unfortunately, from what we understand of them, he hurt quite a lot of people to get them. But by the time he actually got them and asked his questions, they didn't respond to him. We thought about it long and hard, trying to figure out why that could be, until eventually those of us who were around to understand, we just kind of chalked it up to that man. He's insane. He doesn't have the mortal perspective on things. He's a person who enjoys hurting people, not killing them. Just seeing them hurt, seeing them destroyed in certain ways. He was unstable, mentally, physically. I believe that's why it potentially makes people like what it did to that Brianna woman. It causes them to go insane. So those who already are, when they try to grab them, they do nothing. At least, that's the working thoughts right now.
That definitely settles it, though. And even then, I didn't need to hear those words to tell me that I would touch them at some point.
I say once we get these things to the council and have them put back away, the sooner we do that, the better. But that's up to Councilor Ekin. If you want to touch them, their friend over there has them in his pouch, does he not?
Yes, Wilhelm is the one that carries them at the moment.
Once those get handed over to the council, I don't know what we're going to do with them. But until then, he just kind of gets up from the chair he's sitting on. I hope you all have a good chat. I'm going to go and, assuming you're all an Onibus, get something to eat. La 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 la. Oop.
Bye.
Good.
I'm actually going to dive in from this conversation as well. I need to find the basilisk and talk to her briefly.
Are you hungry, Miss Ophelia?
I would like something to eat, although I am vegetarian. Is that fine?
God damn it, woman! Eat a steak.
That's fine. I'm sure they make burgers out of vegetables.
That would be awesome.
Charlie!
That would be very interesting if they did.
Charlie!
Oh, the veggie patty.
That is the name of which I am.
Do they make burgers out of vegetables?
Mean veggie burgers?
Okay, so they do.
Yeah.
Well, since we're gonna be here for a little bit while Ruther's resting, I was thinking maybe we can go get a burger, and maybe we can take this guy. He doesn't have his name on him.
Boyd.
No,
Mr.
Boyd
This
is
guy?
his partner. Abyss?
You guys have noticed that ever since you guys came to rest, Abyss has laid down. He did not get any healing from the Great Dragon of Deceit, and he is very much been saying no to all healing by the nuns as well.
You want a fucking healing potion, you dumb
I want to see if I can get him some food. He can't be healed for some reason. So maybe he's probably really hungry.
Let's go get some food.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if he's vegetarian too. Shomro, don't fall. Hey!
I'm sorry. I'm getting fat.
We're leaving these
ate a lot of
conversations
food
again to make sure that everybody gets to do what they want to do. We are going to be leaving them a little short.
Yes.
You head over to Abyss. He is asleep at the moment. You try to wake him up. You notice that again he seems to be very weak. He does not answer you.
Okay.
From what you can tell, however, you guys had given him fruit before, and he has never said anything about being vegetarian.
Okay, we're gonna get him a good burger.
However, with that being said, we have to make sure we can get to other people's conversations.
Oh no,
So,
of course. After
Three
that,
of
she
you
just
go off to get burgers.
Yes,
Charlie's could do, you can too.
we're gonna get Shomaru some ribs.
Hell yeah.
You come with bones.
Okay. Wilhelm, you are creating your thingy. We'll get to you in a second if you want to actually talk to anybody. For right now, Landon,
Okay.
you said you wanted to go find Basilisk?
Yeah. Mine should be pretty brief, so it's not too big a deal.
It's not too hard to find her. Again, if you I'm thinking you guys are in Onibus, if we're going by that, then you guys are in the same house. This house is rather large. but it's not like a mansion or anything. You are able to find her pretty easily, especially since, you know, at the moment, she is being watched by people, because, you know, you have to keep a watch over the prisoner. You go and make your way to her.
What time of the day is it right now? Is it evening?
It took you it was around a full day trip to get back to Onibus. I'll say it's very much nighttime.
Okay.